So I want to work on some stay. So he already knows the stay like kind of from the standstill. So once he's already staying or he's standing, I ask him to stay. I can walk away pretty far like there. I was walking almost to the gate there. But now I want to work on him leading forward and then going into the stand and the stay, which is a little bit more difficult. So we're going to start with just a couple steps of going forward so that he's not so inclined to just keep going. Then I ask him to stay, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm a little confused. That's all right, not a big deal. He only took one step. I'm just gonna go ahead and re-cue, and then I should just go a little bit less distance." So I kind of made a mistake there. I should have just gone a few steps, and then I want to be sure that I reinforce that quite heavily, so that he really wants to do the stay behavior versus the leading one. So I ask him to stay again. So my cue is just stand, and then I put my hand on his forehead. So I like having both because I really like the tactile cue for when I'm on the ground with him, and I like the voice cue for when I'm riding him. So again, I ask him to come forward with him following my hand target. That time I forgot to ask him to stand, and then he got confused. See, again, he's confused. That's all right. So ask him to stand, go a little bit further. I need to go a little bit further away because he's still wanting to follow me. So ask for the stand, couple steps. There we go. So there, I kind of corrected myself a little bit. So it's important to just take a couple of leading steps. And then right now I'm backing away from him. He's not quite ready for me to just turn and walk away as much. And then after I do it a couple times, he's like, oh, okay, that's what you want. It's just them trying to figure out, okay, are we leading or am I standing? And this is his first lesson in doing that, so it's going to not be perfect, but that's why I wanted to show this. So I ask him to stand again, and I can go further and further and further. So, and I want definitely just reinforcing the stand here. So again, I'm going to ask him for some leading. He's kind of looking the other way here, so just a couple steps. Yep, perfect. Then ask for the stand. Then just a couple steps away. I probably even could have taken less steps again. That's probably the biggest thing that I would change in this session is just taking a couple steps and then rewarding heavily for that stand so that he starts differentiating between going forward and leading with me and then standing still and waiting for me. So I'm just going to give him a nice jackpot. That was a nice, good try. We definitely have some things to work on.